So this is end of year 3 reporting and certification. My name is Nathaniel Holmes. I'm a trainer here at CSIS. I'll be presenting today along with Kyron Pegalion, also trainer at CSIS. And then we have Marshall and Slyman, two other trainers at CSIS who will be assisting us today. So this training's target audience, of course, is the CIS data coordinators along with the SEDS data coordinators. End of year 3 requires 2 levels of certification. In particular, the student discipline has reports specifically for students with disabilities. So keep that in mind as we go throughout today's training. And then administrators, if they can ever join, just to get an understanding of the scope of the work and the data collected, that helps planning over the summer when sometimes staff availability isn't where we would want it. So there's several objectives for today's training. Of course, we want you to be able to identify the key data and stakeholders in preparation for the submission. Because of the difficulties with post-read development, our training schedule has been pushed back. So you'll probably be on the point of preparation. And hopefully at this point, you've identified your key stakeholders and the data. If not, we will introduce those today. Ultimately, all our training is designed for you to be able to perform the submission process, but we would like for you to gather enough information to create an internal schedule, creating staff availability and competing priorities. At this stage, understanding, because we would expect the submission to end at the end of August. So who's going to be available at the end of August? Who needs to read the reports at the end of August? And is it feasible to complete the submission at the end of August, given what you have now? If not, who should you contact and how can you gain more resources? And then in order to perform the submission process, you're also going to need the skills to be able to resolve certification errors using analytical mindfulness, be able to review the reports for completeness and reasonability. That's extremely important now because CalPADS isn't functioning in a manner that we would have hoped. And so you may have to use external tools such as Microsoft Excel or master your student information system for report comparison. So those are things to consider. And then finally, you do all this work to provide a benefit for the students. And so you have to be able to analyze the data flow across your ecosystem and be able to evaluate and leverage the information that the data presents. It's not just about meeting reporting timelines and deadlines or generating funding. The data that we collect should indicate areas of success and failure or room for improvement in how we teach and administer to the students of California. We're going to begin with an overview, and then we'll talk about the details of the data submission. Kyron will go over the approval process that may or may not include a demonstration. And then we'll wrap things up with some reminders and key points.